You know what is working out and is about to get back on track? And that is the America's team. That is the one and only the Dallas Cowboys, baby. Now, after a frustrating finish, a tie versus the Green Bay Packers, guys, there is one simple question that we have to ask right now. Are the Dallas Cowboys back? Are they the top dogs in the NFC? Or just the same old story in a new season? Now, look, I get it. The Dallas Cowboys got beat down by the Chicago Bears. I get it. They lost to the Philadelphia Eagles week 1. I get it. I understand that they went to overtime to beat the New York football Giants in week 2. I get it. I understand they went into overtime again to tie with the Green Bay Packers. I get it. But 1-2-1, guys, this is the best offense in the NFL. This is the highest rated offense in the NFL. Points, yardage, rushing yards, passing yards, you name it, the Dallas Cowboys lead it on the offensive category side. However, here is the reality. Here is the reality that nobody in Dallas wants to hear right now. This is the reason for hope, right? Now, I get it. This defense has been beaten up for 3 straight games. The defense is terrible. Matter of fact, they're ranked dead last in all defensive stat categories. They lost the opener to Philly by 4 points, and they tied the Green Bay Packers. Let's just be honest, they should have won that game. This defense is capable. Again, they couldn't hold the lead at the end of regulations and couldn't close it out in overtime. The penalties and mistakes are killing them. Sam Williams face mask. And then the unnecessary roughness call, this extends drives and it makes them embarrassed. And then missed tackles. Let's not talk about the missed tackles. And then add that to the pile that they're giving up a big play after big play after big play. This defense is not very good. Now, this is not the shutdown defense that Dallas thought they had. Let's just be honest. But there is a silver lining. It's a big but there is some light at the end of the tunnel. Look at their schedule moving forward. They played the Jets, trash. They play the Panthers, trash. Those are all very winnable games. And if the Dallas Cowboys can find just a little bit of consistency and they can stack up some wins and get back on track, they will be the top dogs. Now, let's not forget about how great Dak Prescott is. Guys, Dak Prescott is a top 5 quarterback for a reason. Statistically, he had bigger games, but context matters. This was the best game he has played in a very, very long time. No CeeDee Lamb, out with the high ankle sprain. No Tyler Booker at guard, went out earlier in the game. No Cooper Beebe at center, out for a foreseeable future. And now he was facing one of the best defenses in the NFL, one of the top dogs of the NFL, the Green Bay Packers, and they go toe-to-toe. What does he do? 3 touchdowns. He runs for another one. His first of the year, I might add, the 30th of his career. He completes over 70% of his passes for the second straight game, and he delivers a 28-yard to George Pickens with 43 seconds left in regulation to keep the Dallas Cowboys alive. Dak Prescott did everything he could. That's not the problem. It's not Dak Prescott. It's the defense. So, guys, the question is simple. Are the Cowboys top dogs in the NFC? Are the Dallas Cowboys back? Are the Dallas Cowboys going to reign supreme over the Eagles, Commanders, the Giants, the Lions, the 49ers, Rams? Name it. They're better than them? Yeah, not quite yet. We all need to slow it down, baby. Not with this defense. This defense is trash. Not when you cannot close out games. Not when you cannot sack the quarterback. Not when you cannot stop a simple dive play. Dak showed he can elevate this team. Dak showed that he's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Dak showed that he might be the league MVP this season. But until this defense plays up to his potential and stop making dumbass mistakes, guys, Dallas Cowboys is just another what-if team. They're not the NFC top dogs. They're not the NFC East favorites. Hell, right now they're sitting at 3rd place at best in the NFC. But what do you guys think? Is this sign that the Cowboys are turning the corner, putting up 40 against a great team in the Green Bay Packers? Or are they still pretenders in the NFC? Guys, comment down below. I want to hear your takes, especially from you, Cowboys Nation. I guess we can put Houston, Texas Nation in there anyway. But what do you guys think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Old Man River says, let me be very, very clear about this. Buck, let me go ahead and get my megaphone and say, oh, hell no. They suck. They now more than last year. They're just terrible, Buck. They're never going to win. Screaming from the top of the world. Slow it down, baby. But he says they suck. They suck. Yeah. Mellow Mike says, first of all, let me pick myself up off the floor from laughing so much. I dropped my phone into the toilet because I was laughing so hard. He says, the Cowboys? Good? Contenders? Top dogs in the NFC? The Cowboys? Mellow Mike says, Buck, Jerry spends more money on facelift than he does on this roster. There is another side of the ball. It's called defense. Scoring points ain't everything. You got to make them stops. You do got to make them stops. But you know what? The offense is Dean boys. Them boys. And to be fair, Micah Parsons on this defense does not make them any better. I just want to point that out, plain as day. Micah Parsons does not make this team any better. Alfred says the Dallas defense is bad. They can't cover or have a pass rush. Hey, they added Jadeveon Clowney. You know, the man that got. Understand that Jadeveon Clowney is going to be the man to make the legend, so slow down. But yeah, their defense is pretty bad. Now, obviously, giving up 40 points to the Packers it's no shame in the game, right? The Packers obviously have a pretty good offense. Giving up, was it 37 to the Giants? That's tough. Giving up 40 to the Eagles are pretty good. So in their defense, if we want to play the devil's advocate, they have played some of the top teams of the NFL, meaning the Eagles, meaning the Packers. And if you talk to any Chicago Bears fan, the Super Bowl bound Chicago Bears. But yeah, their defense definitely needs to figure themselves out. Will Olsen says, I like to see their defense play hard and physical like somewhat did last night. I know they had a few penalties, but it still needs to be physical like this. Will, you are correct to an extent. Playing to the whistle and a little beyond the whistle, I like that. I enjoyed it. It shows aggression. It shows that you're going 115%. However, I believe you are referring to that personal foul that the linebacker had. The Packers guy, Jordan Love threw it at the Packers. Was it Josh Jacobs' feet? It wasn't Josh Jacobs. I don't know. It was the tailback. I don't know his name. Guys, help me in the chat. What is his his name? Jordan Love threw it at his feet. The ball bounced out. The running back turned, looked at the tackler. They smiled. They exchanged text messages, and then he blew him up. It was just. It was just the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. That play alone extended the drive. Matter of fact, I think the Packers scored 2 plays after that, tying the game up. So, yes, it was very, very stupid. Alfred says, but Elam is their starting quarterback. What do you expect? I expect them not to give up 35 points per game. I expect them to be somewhat of a competent defense. I don't know what to expect. Mellow Mike says, Buck, we need a poll. Which of Buck's fandoms is more delusional? His blind belief in the Kansas City Chiefs or his faith that the Cowgirls will, after 30 years, make it back to the promised land? We can do that tomorrow. We can do that right there at on said platform. If you're watching us on the blue or the red one, we will make that poll and we will get the poll for you. But one of those fan bases that I am, quote, delusional back